What's happening, guys? Good morning to you. Welcome back. You know what time it is? It's time for another session of playing some blackjack. We are back at it again. Session number 9. Lucky number 9. We're going to let this hand get going here.
Let's see which call are going to be the best one. Okay. The next card that we got for you is 5 of spades. I mean, it's not that bad. It depends on what next card and what your next move are going to be. Like, wow, 2 of hearts, okay.
It's a long hand and a lot of hitting against the 6. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to join in the next hand. Guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe and like. Sit back. We're going to play this infinite blackjack game. We're going to play until we either win $10 or we lose 9 hands in a row. And then we are going to end it for the day. We're doing this every day for a year. So if we win $10 every single day for a year, we should have $3,650. If we lose 9 in a row a couple of times, we will not. So that's the goal. We're going to see what happens. So we're going to get her going here. After a bust, I don't like that. I would have rather been in on that bust, but we'll take it. So what we're doing, guys, we're betting 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and 256. If we lose 9 in a row, it is a bad session, and we will probably go the full hour because we will not have a winning session. If we have a winning session of $10 or more, we will be done. So yesterday it was relatively quick. Yesterday was 24 minutes. We went 8 and 10. We ended with a blackjack on a $16 hand. Eesh. All right, we're starting off not good. Yesterday we ended with a blackjack on a $16 hand, so we pushed us way over the $10. We made $16 yesterday. So I'll get you some stats as we get going here. I want to make sure I get a nice win to start. I had one session where I lost the first 7 hands. It was a little stressful. Hopefully we don't do that. So let's get back on track. Maybe. How about a 21? That will help. All right, so we're up 1. A nice hit on hand number 2 to get it started. So a couple of things, guys. This is called infinite blackjack. So I play my hand. Everyone else, you can see over here on the left, getting their winnings. Everyone else plays their hand. You can play the main pot, or you can play any of these side bets. I don't know if you can play a side bet without playing the main hand. I don't think you can, but you have a number of side bets that people can play. So, like I said, basically I play my hand the way I want to play it. I have an 11 against a 10, so I'm going to hit it. Other people might double. Other people might stand. You don't know what they're going to do. But he will go through all of the options with all of the players, and when everyone is done, he will then play his hand. So a couple of things. No double downs, no splits with this. It adds way too much complexity to trying to remember how much we're betting each hand, how much we're up, how much we're down. So don't ask why we didn't double down on that 10 against a 6, because we're not doing it. So hello. Hey, what I'm eating. I just finished eating. What's up? Uh-huh. Wow. Hmm. That's crazy. Did it flip over? No, it stayed on its wheels. Oh, okay. So the trailer didn't fall off. The boat fell off. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they hook them up, and I mean, there are things that if you don't do it, I'm sure it could slide off. So yeah, it does definitely take a little bit of. Oh, nice. Yeah. 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 That's crazy. Yeah, glad you're safe. Yeah. Huh. Alrighty. Stay safe out there. All right. See ya. Bye. All right, guys. Sorry about that. First phone call while we were playing. I didn't want to pause the video and I don't want to restart it. So we're going to keep going. That was my wife. She said she was on the interstate and there was a truck with a boat on a trailer behind, in front of her, well in front of her, not right in front of her, thankfully. But anyway, the boat, not the trailer. The trailer did not fall off of the truck, but the boat slid off of the trailer. So there was a fishing boat that had slid off a trailer just sliding down the interstate, basically on its hull, until it finally twisted a little bit and turned and came to a stop. It did not flip over, so it wasn't like a upside down boat. But yeah, so that was what she called about. She just saw that happen. So if you guys are boaters, do my wife a favor and make sure you guys are securing your boat to your trailer, because nobody likes to see a boat sliding down the interstate when they're going 70 miles an hour. So there's a push for us. Back to it, guys. We lost two. We got a push. So we're at $4. So let me know. You guys have any stories like that? Any crazy stories where you guys lost a camper, you lost uh, something secured to your roof or anything like that? Put them in the comments. I want to hear. Maybe that was you. If that was you and you're watching this video later, please secure your boat. Anyway, back to this action. I saw somebody in the corner just said they lost $1,500 sports betting. Shahid was his name. I was going to make a comment to him and say, Shahid, you need to follow my channel because I also do sports betting videos and we have been on a tear lately. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we basically got our VIP players 14, almost 15 times their money. And we had another winning day yesterday. I believe we won about 7 units, maybe eight, between 5 and 8 units. I haven't calculated it yet. I'm doing it after I do this video. But so yeah, if you guys are losing at sports betting like Shahid is up here, you need to check out the other videos on my channel. This video is probably, ugh, we might lose in this video. Like I said, back to this video, we might lose at this. This is not a guarantee, and I'm aware of that. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Everything that I do on my sports betting is pretty calculated. it is pretty guaranteed win. I don't take a lot of chances. This is a little bit out there. My son has run a simulation. He claims I'm going to lose $3,000 this year doing this. I say I'm going to win 3650 or more. We'll see who's right. He's probably right because he's a computer wizard and I'm not. But let me know what you guys think. Am I going to win? Am I going to win? Am I going to lose? Am I going to break even? What's going to happen here? We're up to $8, by the way, for our bet. We got a 20, which is nice. Hopefully we can get a 20 against a 19. But anyway, sports betting. Guys, check out my other channels. We got guys splitting kings here. He's got another king. I don't know if you can split more than once, but we got a guy splitting his 20 against a 9. Probably not the smartest guy in the world, but we'll take it. So yeah, sports betting. We use Underdog. We use Prize Picks. We use DraftKings Pick 6. We use Dabble. Those are the 4 that I use specifically for my parlays, my player parlays, my player prop parlays. So if you guys have any of those and you need help, I've got a winnable setup where I give out free picks, and then there's also a subscription where you can get all of my picks. Every play that I play, you'll get it. And then I also do arbitrage sports betting, and I do those on sites like Fliff and Novig and ProfitX. Cripes, we pushed here. We're not going to get out of here, are we? That's not good. That would have been nice to get a win there. For straight arbitrage sports betting, like I said, we use Fliff, ProfitX, Novig. We use Bovada. We use Bet105. Those are the 5 main ones I believe I use. And those arbitrage bets are basically when the lines are off and you can bet one side and bet the other side and make guaranteed money. So if, for instance, a player is minus 110 on one side and plus 125 on another side, you bet a certain amount on the minus 110 and you bet a certain amount on the plus 125 and you are guaranteed to win. So I do a lot of that as well. That I don't give out for free because that is very speed oriented. You need to be quick on that. The lines change so fast. We're at $16 here, by the way. We need a win. The lines change so quickly on that, so I can't give that out for free because it doesn't pay. You guys wouldn't be able to do it quick enough, and I can't charge you for it because, again, I would be taking your money and you would not be able to get the bets in. However, I do have a link to the Odds Jam site that I use for that, and it's amazing. Like I said, you get a 7-day free trial. It's reasonable, and I make enough money arbitrage betting to pay for my annual subscription with that. So we are not looking good here, guys. I was not hoping to wake up this morning and have 9 straight losses, but we'll see. So yeah, check it out, guys. Check out the other video. I'll be making that video right after I finish this. But back to this. Hopefully we can get out of here with a win. There's a 19. I thought that was a 21. Crap. I feel like we're going to need a 21 here to win. I feel like we're in a situation here where we're going to get porked if we don't get out of this little run. 16, 20. See what I mean? We're up to $32, guys. You know what would help is a $32 blackjack. That would get us out of it in a hurry. Because a blackjack would put us over the $10 mark and we would be done for the day. So how about a blackjack to end it? We're going to need something here, guys. We're at 32. That is 5 straight losses. We've mixed in 2 pushes there. 17 against a 10. Not good. Egg Pro says another loss. I think he might be right. We're in against a tough little run here. 13. Bust. Woo! That's what we needed, guys. That's what we needed. A blackjack would have been nice to get out of there, but uh, got out of the way with a win. That's 2 wins. Our record is 2-6-2. 2-6-2, guys, but we're up $2. That's why, as much as I hate this strategy, because I know we're gonna lose. That's what my son says. That's what everyone says. Say it in the comments. I'm happy to hear it. I do like that I'm 2-6-2 and I'm up $2, because if you're betting $1 a hand, you're down $4. If you're betting, $10 a hand, you're down $40. You're down $40 already, and I'm up 2. So down 4, up 2. I'll take the up 2. So yeah, kind of all over the board here. That the sports betting though, guys, check it out. The videos are a lot shorter. I'll show you the actual plays. I'll show you yesterday's results. So if you are watching this video and you're a sports bettor as well, check those out. I encourage it. I think it can only help you. There's a lot of losing sports bettors out there. You go to Twitter. Here's a fun story. I went to Twitter yesterday. Mikal Bridges for the Knicks. His over-under was 10.5 points. And OddsJam, the site that I use, told us that the under was the better play. So you think, gosh, starter for the Knicks, 10.5 points. That's crazy. I'm not taking the under. But OddsJam looked at the odds. It looks at all of the different odds out there. There's another win. And it told us that Mikal Bridges under was the play. So he had 8 points fairly quickly. Didn't play a whole lot. And he ended up with 8 points, I think. I don't even think he got to 10. So you go out to Twitter and you see everybody just complaining about the gambling and the fact that this game is rigged, and the coach is, the coach had money on the Mikal Bridges under, so he didn't play him in the second half, and all this horse manure, just horse manure. And I just commented on there, guys, the smart play was the under anyway. Like, I don't know what you're complaining about. You should be happy, because if you're using math, if you're using logic, if you're using the OddsJam tool, which does all of this number crunching for you, you knew that you wanted the under anyway. And I won, they lost. So that's a good story from last night. And you can look at Twitter anytime. If you sports bet, anytime your player wins or loses by a little bit. So if you bet player props and your player comes very close to the number that it was, just go out to Twitter, type in that player's name, and hit latest, and just look at all of the comments of people who are complaining because they were on the wrong side of a bet. They have commercials out there now about people going too far with sports betting, and I believe they do. I mean, like I said, these people that are out there on Twitter complaining and saying you need to investigate this player for whatever because they didn't help me win my bet. I mean, it's insane. There's another win. Now we're on a little win streak, guys. So there's four bets, 4 wins. We got 3 in a row. We're 19 minutes in though, so we're a little bit. Those losses are not awesome. I like to get in and out of here with a quick video. The last 4 videos where we've won over $10 have been under 30 minutes, so we're not going to get that unless we get hot here. Here's another 20 though. It'd be nicer if people were just playing their 20s and we could just keep it moving, but we got to have all these people splitting their 10s, which takes a shit ton of time, but that's okay. So some overall stats for you guys. Overall, through 8 sessions, our record was 75 wins, 69 losses, 12 pushes. That's pretty good. That's above 50%. You're supposed to be under 50% for blackjack. This today might push us under 50% because we are getting our clocks clean today. But so above 50%, we are up. Let's do the blackjacks first. We've had 1, 2, 3, counting here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blackjacks. So we've had one blackjack per session, which is nice. I'd like to get one today, preferably with more than $1 out there. But we've had 8 blackjacks in 8 sessions, so one per session. Also, do the math. That's 8. We've played. Let's see if we can get another win here. There's another win. That's 4 straight, guys. So we've played 100 and before this we've played 130, 144, 150, 156. So 156 hands, 8 blackjack. If you go 160 just to round numbers, that means we get a blackjack about 1 every 20 hands. So about 5% of the time we get a blackjack. So that's our blackjack ratio. It's coming right here. Let's do it. Nope. We are hitting our 7 though. So blackjack about 5% of the time. Our total winnings, we have not had a losing session yet, is 11, 21.50, 31.50, 41.50, 43. Now we gotta hit our 16. 43, 53, 54, 55, 65, 75, 85, 91.50. So we've made 91.50 in 8 sessions. We busted there. No surprise. We needed it though. So 91.50 in 8 sessions. So we are averaging well over $10 a session. And why does it get to over $10? Because again, if we get a blackjack and it pushes us over $10, we stop immediately. So last time we had a $16 blackjack, it pushed us from what would have been an $8 win for the session up to a 16 immediately. So we just quit. We're up 16. So sometimes we're going to win more than 10. We will never win less than 10 unless we lose 9 straight hands. So new dealer. Don't take us to the cleaners, new dealer. Oh, thank you, new dealer. 20. See if anybody hits their 20 here. Nope. That's good. We got to push out of it. Sometimes people hit their 20s because they're idiots and they're playing for 20 cents and they don't care. Sometimes they do it because they got a side bet that they care about. So you get some definite crazy people on here that are playing their hands crazily. I will say because they shuffle manually, they shuffle by hand. There's no machine shuffle. They show you the cards. It's an in-person game. I will say this is the closest to real blackjack you can get online. So if you're playing online blackjack and you're playing like a computer simulation, I wouldn't do it. I feel like you are going to run into. I mean, you can program a computer however you want, right? So you can program a computer to, if whatever, never give an ace, to somebody when they need it. Whatever you can control a computer to do whatever you want. So I wouldn't do it unless it's live cards, like this is. I feel like there's no way to cheat the system here. I could be wrong. If you guys think of one, let me know. The fact that there is another site that I've seen that plays this, and they, no matter what, it doesn't matter what this one, they do what you say. So if you stay on your 20 like that one hand, he didn't give a hit. I have another site that I've watched it on. I don't play on it because again, I feel like it's rigged. They will hit you. They will hit the player's hand until it gets to over 20 on every single hand, no matter what. I think they just do it to do it. So there, I feel like you could rig the hand because these are all barcoded. You could rig, if it's a machine shuffle, you could set up a shoe where you're going to screw people over because you know exactly what cards are coming out and they have to come out that way. There's a nice 21. A little tickle in my throat, guys. Sorry about that. It's a win. That's what I'm talking about. So that's 6 wins, guys. We need 4 more to get out of here. We're over halfway home. But anyway, back to it. I feel like you can't rig it here. You can't rig it because they're doing what the players ask you to do. So sometimes you'll see people are drunk and they're playing for 20 cents and they hit their 17, but sometimes they don't. So they are doing what we ask. They are not just hitting the player's hand until it gets over 21, no matter what happens on our end. So I feel like if you felt like you were getting screwed over, you could just play a crazy hand to try to change up the deck, right? You could split your tens, you could hit both of your split tens all the way up. If you have 19, hit it, take that 2, get it out of there just to mix up the shoe if you really think that they're screwing you over. But I don't think that you can do that in this one. Here's going to be a bust. I mean, here's going to be a 19 versus 18 win. Thank you. 2 straight. That's 7, guys. We need 3 more. 3 more and we're out of here. These side bets are kind of fun. This busted one I like. 6-card bust. See, this guy asked for a 6-card bust, please. So he's got some money on this bust it. Basically, you get paid if the dealer busts. It doesn't matter if you win. You could have busted already, but you're still alive if the dealer busts. And you get these odds. So if he has a 6-card bust, he wins 50 to 1 on his money. We're going to hit this. So you can see these odds for these side bets are kind of fun. 8-card bust, you win 250 to 1 on your bets. You could have $1 over here, and if he has an 8-card bust, which is hard to do, you get $250, which is kind of crazy that they give that kind of odds. We got 13 against the king. We're going to hit it. The other thing that I like here that I feel like gives us just a slight advantage is this 6 players for the card is an automatic win. So you've seen times where you get an ace and a deuce or an ace and a 3 like this. We just busted. You get an ace or a deuce or an ace or a 3, and you just get you get a 2 and you get a 2 and you get another ace, and then it's like, okay, shit, I just had 6 cards. I just got an automatic win. It doesn't matter what happens. Gives us just a slight advantage over the basic strategy percentages, which again, we're not doing basic strategy, but we're doing pretty damn close. We're not splitting, we're not doubling down. But other than that, we're playing pretty basic strategy. 12 against a 12, I hit, and I don't hit, and I think you're supposed to hit. I just can't live with taking that 10 and busting, so I don't do it. But other than that, basic strategy. So 16 against the 3, we're staying. Somebody's going to hit this because somebody hates 16s, but oh, they got their 21. Look at that. Lucky them. Also took his 5 and got us a bust. So they saved the table. How about that? Saved it. See, everybody always yells at people when they take the bus card. Hey, you took the bus card. Everybody should be thanking this guy in the comments for saving the table because he just did. Nobody ever gets credit for that. We're all so evil and cynical, and we all just have so much hate in our hearts that nobody gives credit. Give that guy some credit. We don't know who he was, but he just saved me from betting $4 on the next hand, got me to my 8th win. So thank you, sir. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I'm not going to be mean and evil and hate it when you take my bus card. because you're playing your hand. You do what you want. I'm playing my hand. I need a coffee refill. We're gonna next hand. We're gonna let you listen to this nice fella. How about a bust? Actually, I can wait on my coffee refill because that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need one more, guys. One more win, and we are out of here. If you're still here, 30 minutes in, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Like I said, they're not all blackjack videos. There's a ton of sports betting videos out there. We give out free picks. Hit the subscribe button, guys. I appreciate it. Let's get this channel going up. If it's not for the blackjack, if this isn't for you, great. If this is for you, we're going to end it on a blackjack, boys. No. We've got plenty of content out here that is. So hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think the total is going to be at the end of the year. Closest comment gets a $50. So you tell me what you think my end of year total is. You get one guess, your first guess, and the closest gets $50. So I will record every guess. We're at day 9. You got to wait 356 more days for your money. But you're in the contest. What a nice surprise a year from now when you get a win. That's it. We're going to bust 5-card bust. Bam. All right. That's all I got for you guys. A nice, easy look. That 5-card bust would have gotten you 9-1 on your side bet. Pretty awesome. So that's all I got for you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon. Good luck on all your bets.